Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 19th, 20th, 21, and 22nd. That is Monday through Thursday. Now, if you're new to the channel, you know that this is the introduction. It's tagged on to all of the videos, but if you want to bypass and cross-watch, cross-watch your moon, your rising, ascending, all the good stuff, then go down there to the description, and I will have put a timestamp when the introduction ends and the videos begin. Anyway, because this is now the week, Monday through Thursday, I use my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will pull one from my my Guardian Tarot cards. And I will pull one from these Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies, written by Frances Monroe, artwork by Judy Mastrangelo, and then my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the main introduction reading that I'm doing right now, I will use my Waite Rider, my traditional, and I will pull one from my Colette Baron Read the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? So what's going on in the stars per se? We've got really the major thing going on right now is that on the 22nd at 9:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that Libra season will begin. It is also the time for if you're in the northern hemisphere, the autumn equinox, and in the southern hemisphere, the spring equinox. Okay, now, following that on the 25th at 5:54 p.m., again Eastern time, the new moon in Libra. So we've got some, very interesting days that, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Interesting days, interesting times. Now, Libra energy does want to try to make some balance out of things. Doesn't necessarily have to be the way it was. Doesn't have to be the way we think it's going to be either. We do have Mercury in Libra right now. It is retrograde. And as we go a little further down into September, we will have Venus coming home to Libra. So it'll be some interesting times. So let's see what we've got going on. Let's see. What do we have going on for this week in the energies? What do the energies have to say? What does higher power, God? Remember, if I didn't say this, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, whoever that is to you. And let's see what we have here. Okay, let's go on. Remember, all court cards have dual energies. Pages underlying energy is our Pentacles, which is our earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, money, job, career. We have our Knight energy, which is our rods or wands energy. Fire energy, which is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, passionate, burning, very determined. We have our Queen, who has the water energy, which is our cup energy, and that is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And that's fluid, emotional, very spiritual energy too. A lot of times it can be very relationship and romantic energy. Then we have our King energy, and that is our sword, our air energy, our Aquarius, our Libra, and our Gemini energy. And that is about strategy, clear thinking. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm trying to get somebody out there. Doesn't mean that you're on the right track per se, but you're thinking very clearly. And it's strategizing. It could also be about hearing news. So let's see what we have here. Anything reversed does have a little stronger energy to me. So it's kind of like, let's pay attention. Let's see what we have here now with the Waite Rider Tarot. First card is, the Ace of Wands. So now, Wands is that rod energy. That is our, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries is the main player right now. And that one has Jupiter, which is retrograde. So there is largesse there. There is good fortune there too. So we do have that positive. Ace is a 1. 1 is a new beginning, a new start. The new start in something very passionate, something very promising, very, it's going to be worth putting your energies into it. Okay? It's worth seeing where it's going to go. Now, it is something that I do feel it will be very prosperous for the future. It may be on the harder side for the present. Okay? So let's see what we've got here. We've got that Queen of Wands, or Rods. Now, the Queen, like I said, underlying energy is our water energy. So there is this emotional side. There is this very caring side. Wands, again, is our fire energy. So there's a very passionate and very outspoken side here too. So this is the Queen. The Queen steps into her power. The Queen rules. She rules. She rules with a kind heart. However, she is very sincere and very, in some way I'm getting kind of a bossy energy. She's very bossy about what she wants done. And she really doesn't take no for an answer. She doesn't take no, it's like, no, it is my way. It's my way or the highway with this. But these two are about something going forth. And, the Queen of Wands is somebody who, she's bigger than life. And she really wants to go forward with this. And she feels that everything that she's doing is for the right. Okay? It doesn't mean that it is. It just means that she believes it to be the right thing. Okay, now, interesting with this, now we do have the sunflowers that are behind her. And that's always, and she's actually holding a sunflower there, so that's always bright and always good future type of energy. We have a black cat that's sitting at her feet. Now, some people feel black cats can be a little bit on the, can be very, they can be bad luck. I am not one of them, but she does have that black cat. And again, we are entering, and I don't know if this is why I'm picking this up so much with that cat. We are entering, if I didn't say this, the time as we get into, All Hallows Eve, we get, we're in a very holy energy, holy ritualistic energy going forth. Actually going forth from like the 23rd on. And this is a time when there is a lot of thinning of the veil, and there is a lot of energies going beyond the veil and, to both sides, from the physical to the metaphysical, from the metaphysical to the physical. So something about this Queen and this black cat, I'm not quite sure where I'm at with this yet, but she is holding the sunflower. The sun is always shining. The sun, whether we see it or not, the sun is positive. She believes she is doing the right thing. Black cat's kind of getting me a little bit off on that. Let's see what we've got going on here. Now, we have our Chariot. Now, this is reversed, and this is a major arcana card. Now, remember I told you numbers have meaning. So we have the 1, and we have a 7 here. So 7-1-1-7. Energy, we have the Chariot. The Chariot is one of those energies that is really all about let go, let God. You're not going to be able to be in control of whatever the situation is. You just have to just trust, and you just have to, in some ways, hang on. I know he's in this chariot. Well, they're not actually running or doing anything at this moment, but I do feel there is a lot of symbolism with this energy here. A lot of times with the Chariot, it means something very fast moving, fast happening. Again, you always look, the Chariot, he's never holding on to any reins. And he's actually, quite, he's just quite where he's at. He's not necessarily anxious. He's not necessarily, too relaxed. He's standing up in this Chariot, waiting for this to move. But again, there is something about this that says, you're not going to be necessarily in control of whatever happens. This is something that happens fast. There is, again, I go back to this, there is, again, a very positive outcome. Whether we see it is I'm just kind of getting this, whether it's going to be known to us at the time, I don't necessarily feel, but it will bring its rewards. It will bring its rewards. And don't ask, this is what I'm hearing, this is what I'm saying to you. But again, this queen is interesting. She's holding the sun, and I know I'm going through this again, trying to make sense in many ways. Holding the sunflower, which is very, very positive, you know, the sunflower seeds, just the whole brightness of this. But then there's the black cat. Not quite sure. But then we have the Chariot, fast moving. There's also a promotion energy with this. And there is also it's a very positive energy with this too. So let's see what we've got going on now with the Colette Baron read. We're going to pull and see. What is your cat? What's that cat doing? I know that in Egyptian history, mythology, mythos, the black, you know, all cats were very positive spirits, or, you know, signs. Okay, so not quite sure where we're going with her on that one, but we will see what we will see. So there is something's changing. You know, whoever this queen is, believes she is doing the right thing, but whatever it is, we don't have the control over it that we would wish. However, faith, you know, this is a good time to just kind of give it to God and let God take that wheel, and things happen quickly. So there is very fast moving energy for this week between this, you know, as Libra season begins. I'm not sure if that's what it is. This 19th through the 22nd. Again, let's see. There's energies moving. We just may not necessarily see the outcomes, or the outcome which is going to be beneficial to us. We're not going to see just yet. Okay, let's see what we have here. And now we have the King of Earth. So we had the Queen of Fire, you know, very large, very following her heart in many ways, or just doing what she believes she needs to do, passionate. Now we have this King of Earth. Now remember, King's underlying energy is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. All of them have lots of stuff going on in them. Libra especially. Libra is very much trying to create a balance, or trying to tip the scales into a balance once again. Okay, but we have that earth energy. So earth energy is our Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And all of those have some major stuff going on with them too. You know, Pluto is retro in Capricorn. Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus retro. And then we have Virgo. We're switching out from Virgo. And we have, what do we have? Venus is in Virgo too. So there's a lot of strong stuff. But this is about money, job, career. This is a subject matter expert. So it all whatever this is going on, I feel like the King of Earth has it all in hand, has it all in check. It's basically the King of Earth is going to make it all right. But, you know, and again, strategic thinking, money, job, career, that Chariot, again, very fast. Again, everything that's going on this week, it's going to have a good outcome, but at the same time, we may not necessarily see the outcome. But the King of Earth, I feel like the King of Earth has it all in hand. And the King of Earth is a subject matter expert, could be a professional, could be a lawyer, could be a doctor, could be somebody who comes in and, you know, knows his stuff. So we have the feminine energy, we have the masculine energy, we have some masculine energy here, we have some divine energy here, but this is also divine energy too. So we've got some interesting stuff going on. Whatever it is that's happening, it does turn out okay. We just may not see it or know it until we do. Okay? Okay. Now, let me know what you read in the cards. You know, I like to hear that. What do you think is going on here? But also, too, please, and again, happy birthday to Libras as we leave Virgo season the evening of the 22nd and enter into Libra season. So happy birthday to Virgos and happy upcoming birthday to Libras. Now, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. You keep me in business, so thank you very, very much. And I really enjoy, you know, talking with you. So why don't we start our videos now? Hello, my Libras, and happy birthday to you. We are entering into your season, and I just keep getting, every time I just would say the word Libra, Debbie, I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense. My Libra, stop trying to make sense of a crazy world, okay? It's not always going to. I know you want to make sense of it. I know you want to bring balance to it. But I'm going to tell you this week, don't try. Don't try. Don't even, because otherwise it's kind of like you're just going to spin yourself in circles trying to make things make sense. I'm not saying that you just accept it. I'm not saying that at all. It's just that your right brain, left brain, you're just trying to make sense of something that right now doesn't make sense, okay? Because I keep getting, Debbie, I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense. Well, that happens a lot, doesn't it? Okay, let's see though. And that's probably with your Mercury retrograde, probably just, kind of playing with your brain a little bit. But thing about you though, my Libras, you do figure it out. You do figure things out, and it does start to make sense, or it will make sense, whatever it is, whatever this is that we're even talking about is, it will make sense. And when you see it, you'll have those, oh, aha type of moments. So kind of the hanged man moment, kind of the hermit moment, you'll have this aha moment. Okay, let's see what we've got going on for my Libras. First card is reversed. Well, this is the King of Gabriel. So King's underlying energy is your energy. Also Gemini and Aquarius, where you've got you guys are really big players right now in the energy field. This is fire energy. Gabriel is fire energy. That is Aries, which has Jupiter in it. It also has Leo and Sagittarius. Not a lot of Leo and Sagittarius energies are really affecting anything. It's more Aries right now with, Jupiter, the planet of largesse, the planet of good fortune. The King of Gabriel, so has the wisdom of the sword energy, has the wisdom of the air king, but doesn't necessarily play within his rules or in his boundaries. The King of Gabriel is outside a lot of those rules and regulations that the King of Air holds himself so strictly and so firmly to. So the King of Gabriel looks outside of that. Okay, he's looking more for the reasons. He's looking more for the wherefore and the whatnots about things. He's looking at the bigger picture. He's not just narrowing in on what he sees and what he sees to go forward. He's looking at the whole situation. So like I said, even though it doesn't make sense, it will eventually. Now, do we all get it all of a sudden where everything makes sense? No, we never do. But the King of Gabriel is, this is kind of trying to make sense of, it's trying to make sense of something that has no sense to it. Okay? But the King of Gabriel looks past, looks beyond, looks forward, looks at the past, but he also is not necessarily, he's not worried about the little things. He's just kind of like, oh, so you don't tell him if you're going on a trip, you don't tell him about all the, all the gas stations you stopped at. You don't tell him about, did you get there? Did you get there? Yes? Okay, that's all I want to know. Did you get there on time? Yes, that's all I want to know. He doesn't really need to know about the details. Okay, and I'm kind of getting that for you, my Libras. You don't, the thing is, you may want those details just because that's kind of that Air King's deal. He wants those details, but the King of Gabriel's like, okay, let's cut to the chase. Did you get there? Kind of. This is what the energies are like for you. So you may be talking to people that want to tell you every little piece of their history, their life, whatever. And the thing is, no, just get to the end. Get to the end. Did you get there? Okay. So the King of Gabriel is generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Now the thing about it is, if you do want to get to the end, that does mean that some of these people could be irritating to you because they just want to keep going over the same old thing. Keep your eyes on the big picture. leave the details to others, experience that leads to its success, genuine concern for others though. So here we go. Next card is the Sun. Now the Sun is Archangel Uriel. Uriel brings a lot of wisdom, brings a lot of light. And, you know, the Sun can heal. The Sun can disinfect. The Sun is also, you know, connected with Leo energy. So again, fire energy. We have a 19. So we have the 1, new beginning. 10 is a transitional number. 9 is let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. 1 plus 9 becomes 10 again, which becomes 1, new beginnings. Okay? And the Sun, and remember, Archangel Uriel highlights, you know, so if you have something that has, you know, mold on it, something, if you bring it out, if you can bring it out to the Sun, it helps to kill the mold. It helps to kill the, you know, the process, the disease, whatever you want to call it. It helps to disinfect. Okay. But sometimes there's places you cannot shine the Sun at. That's when you ask Archangel Uriel for some help, because Archangel Uriel can bring the light. Okay, anyway, the Sun does have a really good outcome for you. The Sun does say you've done a good job. The Sun does say that life is really good for you. Again, it may not necessarily make sense to you, but try not to make sense of it. Try to get to the end. Did you get there safely? Did you get where you needed to be? Because the Sun is really a very positive energy and really brightens your future and brightens your week for you. Okay. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Okay, next card. Ace of Raphael. So we have a 191, backward, forward. Again, new beginning. Raphael is our water energy, cup energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid and emotional energy. Very romantic, very spiritual energy too. So whatever this is going on, again, it's like a rebirth. It's like a you know, it's like a regeneration. It's like, you know, it's like a spiritual rebirth, a baptism, if you want to even say that. It's like a, oh my gosh, I want this. I want to go this way. There's a rejuvenation. There is a more of a zest for life. But Raphael is spiritual, so there is a spiritual leaning here. And Raphael also has a romantic path to follow too. So there could be something very, you know, there could be a romantic path with this too. Okay, a positive, new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So part of the thing about it not making sense is just kind of like, okay, you know, hey, I have to come to a point of acceptance with that. And when you do that, things start to actually move for you. They start to move for you. You know, that's the thing with, you know, I've had that. It's like, okay, I don't know why I'm supposed to do this, but okay, I'm going to do it. And after I did it is when the reason came. Okay, so sometimes it's all about faith with this too. Here we go. Here we go. What angels, guardian angels, what do you have to say to our Libras as they enter into their birthday season? Well, this is a 16, so we know what the 1 and the 10 is. 6 is the number of man. It's the energy you put into something. 1 plus 6 is a 7. 7 is a divine number, divine covering. This is out with the old, in with the new. Now, this is also a tower card. This is a tower energy. However, the guardian angels are saying, hey, don't look at this as, you know, as something that's going to really rock your world as much as it's going to bless your world. Okay? So this is, you know, here it is, but, you know, here she has the child and she has the hand behind her kind of saying, go on, it's okay, go on. So it's, you know, kind of face things with the faith and the belief of a child. Okay? Have out with the old, in with the new. Heaven is showing you a sign that it's time to move in a new direction. Often this is because you're not happy and feel a lack of purpose in your life. This is a wake-up call to make changes that match your heart's desire and spiritual truths. Oops. Okay. So you have two energies right there, very, very strong. Now let's see what the inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies. What do you have for our Libras here? So yeah, something there is, but you have to kind of, there is a sense of like kind of back in the Chariot when I was talking about it. It's kind of like you have to say, okay, God, you take the reins, you take the wheel. There is I don't know everything. I don't know everything. And you know what? If we did know everything, oh my gosh, we would not be able to function. We would not be able to function. Here we go. It would be overwhelming to us. Oh, but how about a little bit more? No, we know exactly what we're supposed to know. Here we go. The Winter Fairy. How pretty she is. Okay. Here we are. Good. Now is the time to move your thinking on to a higher level. You are equipped to do more than you have contemplated, and you will succeed. That pretty much, like I said, your higher level. Okay, that kind of, I do love these two cards, that they really kind of wrapped up what we were talking about. Okay, let's see what we've got. What crystal or energy for my Libras, my lovely, lovely Libras, especially as they enter into their birthday season. Reversed turquoise. I have turquoise in my little moon. Leadership qualities, clear communication, prosperity, success. So, my Libras, what'd you think? You feeling that? Anyway, let me know. I'd appreciate hearing from you. Also, too, please take a time to like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. Really, it does help the algorithm or whatever that is. As always, though, my Libras, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.